Hey, good morning, everybody. I don't know if you're just as tired as I am, but here we are. I'm going to put shut these guys down for a second. We're doing the Warhammer or Games Workshop's preview 2 online today. It is the last of their Adepticon previews, and we're going to watch it live and let's see what super exciting things we're going to see today. I mean, are we going to be super excited? I think so. Starting everything off, I'm gonna go turn the volume up a little bit here. You're welcome, of course, to I don't. Well, you wouldn't be able to mute it. I have to mute it. Anyways, so the first thing up, I talked about this yesterday. Probably going to get a box set of some sort and the full loadout for the Lumineth Realm Lords, and by God, we are. They got a fancy box coming out, just like the Sisters of Battle, and you are getting not a lot. That's not a lot of models. I'll go back down here in just a second, but you're getting 10 Wardens and 5 Inari Dawn Riders, plus the Light of Eltharion. Okay, so you are going to be getting a bunch. Let's take a look at their unboxing video. I'm going to turn down the volume on the unboxing video. I just want to see what it looks like. Whoops. Well, sorry about the large screen. Let's see here. Interesting. So that does look like a very good box. Probably about 180 bucks. Or probably about 210, I would bet. Between 210 and 180. That's actually not too bad when you think about it, ladies and gents. You're getting the Codex, or sorry, the Battle Tome objective markers. They're War Scroll cards. Looks like a marker, dice, 3 full units. So that's actually not too shabby. I'm going to pull up the volume here because I need to go grab some coffee. I am dead tired. Give me 1 second. You guys can listen to him and take a look at what they're talking about. I think it's definitely improvement from the skulls that you used to leave around the place. So I think one of the other things worth saying about this box set is it is a great value place to start. So obviously you certainly don't need to pick up this box set if you want to start if you're just the specific models that you're after rather than everything in that set. But if you want an army of this set gives you great value compared to getting all the bits separately, and it will be released ahead of the rest of the range. So you get it first, and you get the best value way to start. I think one of my favorite things about this set is that you get that Spirit of Eltharion miniature in there as well, which I think obviously revealed I think a couple of months back now, but that miniature is absolutely incredible. So this is the kind of suit of elven armor that's kind of hollow, animated by the spirit of a fallen hero from the world that was, one of the kind of first heroes, if you recall, to die in the end times of the Warhammer world. But the miniature kind of reborn is just a piece of sculptor's art. Like it's dynamic, it's cool, it's like every inch an elf, but completely original as well. So it's so awesome. All right, so sorry about that. Just getting some things prepped. I was way behind schedule. Sorry, I was way behind schedule on getting things prepped. This is actually not. That's actually not too bad of a box. Hopefully, it's not the same price as the Sisters of Battle special box that came out, because that box, though awesome, had some more models in it. Actually, a lot more models in it, and a lot more content. So as long as this is less than the $210 Sisters Battle box, I think I could definitely get into it. Sorry, I'll turn off their volume here. I could get behind this for sure. I've already been kind of eyeballing the Lumineth Night Lords, or man, that's like the
20th time I've done that. The Lumineth Realm Lords as my new army, along with 30,000 other people. Everybody else. But this could be my first foray into Age of Sigmar, so it's something I'm going to consider. And that box set looks really ideal. You're probably going to save about $150 if it's like the Sisters of Battle one. I think you saved like $100 with that. And this one is actually, you get, looks like 2 character models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, 1 character model. 10 spearmen, or whatever they call them, the wardens, and then the 5 of the riders. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, I think obviously some other incredible miniatures in that set as well that are worth talking about. So the cavalry there and the spearmen, we're saying, are all multi-part kits. So
that's actually not a bad looking set.
Come with loads of options in as well. So
what's going to make that set bad, in my opinion, is the price.
I'm quite looking forward to
But that right there, especially since this model is probably going to be the only way you're going to be able to get it initially for the first 6 to 9 months, is by purchasing this box. And I want that model.
flexibility across them. So it'll be interesting to see what people start to do with them.
Cardboard tokens, nothing really awesome. I wish they would do acrylic, but whatever. Dice and probably another cardboard measuring tool. And War Scroll cards, and then your models.
Right, so I can do this one. Wait, so lightning reflexes is this is a kind of first look into.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to figure out how they were talking.
Pretty powerful.
Wait, how are they talking?
So
I turned off the volume of all this. Oh, maybe not. Sorry about that. Thought I turned off the volume. Let's see here. Lightning reflexes. This is their. I'm guessing this is one of their main abilities. During the combat phase, when it is your turn to pick a unit to fight, you can pick 2 eligible units instead of 1. Ooh. If you do so, each of these units can fight one after the other in the order of your choice. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually really freaking awesome. So, I mean, they're probably not going to be the most powerful attacks, but the fact that you get to essentially trigger this type of thing, you're going to be definitely having multiple units basically tag team alongside each other, so you can do the old 1-2 punch. That's really awesome. Oh, I mean, so they're probably not going to be super powerful because they are what do you call it? Elves, so they're not going to be really strong. But the fact that, at the end of the day, the more dice that you throw, the greater chances you're going to get more hits and wounds. Wow, that's actually a really cool ability. I might be sold on them now. I'm going to back up. Let's see. Here we go. Let me know. Well, I guess there's nobody really online at this point in time because it's very early. So looks like we're going to be still getting a lot of fantasy today. We got about 4 minutes before the next preview. That is, let me pause their video here. That is actually Heretics and a Squirrel. Heroes, Heretics, and a Squirrel. All this right here on the front, it looks like it's all AOS. I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but I have not been going outside. I've been sanitizing everything, so I'm not too worried about it. Interesting. Looks like Elf, something for Middle Earth, and then something for Sylvaneth Realm, or the Sylvaneth. I don't know what's going to be happening today. I mean, it's already. I'll be honest, everything's up in the air right now. I have no idea what to expect. After this preview, I'm going to put up the graphic for Um, oh, there we go. I'm going to put up the graphic for our predictions. Hmm. Uh, Yay. Not the Blood Bowl team I anticipated, but we did say something for Blood Bowl was going to come. Those almost look a little cartoony than what I would expect to be coming out of Games Workshop. It's a little cartoony in my opinion. So I don't know if it's it's not a full team. It is just additional models. Dude, I will tell you right now, people are going to be getting this just to get that gosh darn squirrel. Oh! Oh, those sneaky gets. Look at those praetors for the word bearers. Wow. Those are in frickin' tense. Holy crap balls. Chaos Space Marine players are going to snag those models. Wow. Wow. Okay, come back up real quick. These are a little comical for me. These tree men for Blood Bowl, but we did say there's going to be Blood Bowl stuff. We said there's going to be Horus Heresy stuff, and we're getting it. Okay, this is interesting, but I'm telling you, the one thing that people are gonna go crazy over is this squirrel right here. That squirrel is going to sell that box. People are going to be trying to get that bit. So I'm telling you, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Put it down in the comments later, but that squirrel is going to sell that kit. People are going to be trying to get that squirrel. I'm telling you right now. That is awesome. I can tell you that right now because I'm going to probably do everything I can in my power to get that box without having to, just so I can get the squirrel. I'll sell the rest of it to somebody else for really cheap, and I want that gosh darn squirrel. Wow. That is awesome. Oof. Okay, I don't care about stats. Sorry, guys. I'm just not very familiar with Blood Bowl stats and everything. I've read the novels. Very amusing, but the game never really interested me. That is really awesome. I want that gosh darn squirrel. I can see the memes are going to be absolutely freaking ridiculous. You know, in fact, we're going to screenshot this and we're going to get ready to make that a meme. That's going to happen. So, while they're talking about Blood Bowl, let's move on to the Horus Heresy, spreading the good word. I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, but I have a feeling today, so they don't go on for 2 hours, they might be like doing a double release. So we already started looking at this, but now let's get a nice closer look. This is for Horus Heresy. This is Word Bearers. They're Praetors. Looks like a regular Praetor and a Praetor in Tartarus Terminator armor. Ooh, I like that. Look at this. Look at this. Let's pull him over here. Take a look at that Terminator armor. That is definitely Tartarus Terminator armor. So it's very similar to the most recent Terminator armor. A lot more maneuverable. But I like how he's got his combi. I would say combi bolter. That's a combi melta. Yeah, because the second barrel, the one closest to his hip, that's a melta barrel. It's slung. He has a slung storm bolter. so he can sit there and cast or use his psychic powers. And then he's got the burning mace. Wow, that's really cool. I could see people snagging this up. Mm. Yeah, I could see people snagging this up to be a Chaos Space Marine sorcerer. You would have to swap this left shoulder pad out with a regular basic one if you're able to get that book off, or you could leave the book on. You could probably get by without that, or with it on there. You definitely have to probably file this down if you're not looking to use him as a word bearer. You'll have to do some filing on that. What is it? The 17th chapter or Legion. You have to file those Roman numerals down, but that's not a big deal. But the rest of that, and maybe actually their icons. Okay, so you got to file a little bit down, but not a lot. But man, oh man, alive, that's awesome. And then this guy, not super awesome. I mean, not as cool as the other guy, but that's still badass looking. If you need, like I said, another sorcerer and regular power armor, that's badass still. That sword is wicked awesome. And then all the etched runes in his armor is really awesome to be a Chaos Space Marine sorcerer of some sort. Wow. That's awesome. Wow. I don't know how you guys feel about those, but those are absolutely awesome. I could see them selling these like crazy. Yeah. Finally, Forge World has, I mean, besides that last week's preview, when we saw Lionel Johnson, really awesome, super awesome looking model. I've been pretty critical of Forge World the past, I don't know, like 6 months. They've put out a lot of garbage and a lot of repetitive stuff. I've not been overly impressed with them. But then they turn around and give us gems like these Word Bearer Praetors. That's awesome. Well done, Forge World. Thank you. Welcome back to doing something, not only a good sculpts, or some good sculpts, but the paint jobs are solid, dude. Well done. I'm very happy. You guys have redeemed yourself in my eyes. Wow. Man, that's awesome. Mm. I'm going to turn up the volume on what they're chatting about.
And there's so much to like about the flaming mace on the Praetor in the Terminator armor, the awesome looking power sword and plasma pistol on the one in power armor. You really can't go wrong. And I think it's nice that the word bearers are getting just a little bit of extra love.
They don't need extra love.
Well, thank you very much for that, Adam. And while I have you on the line, Adam, do you have a moment to talk a little bit about the Middle-earth strategy battle game?
I was hoping you would ask. No, genuinely, Middle-earth is obviously a thing that I've been connected with for a very long time here in Games Workshop, and so I'm delighted to be talking about this. What have we got to show?
Ooh. I'm just recycling the page so we can see what's going on. Quest of the Ring Bearer. They haven't updated the page yet, it looks like.
This is a killer volume.
But looks like...
if you enjoy the narrative play.
Yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of narrative scenarios.
28 narrative play scenarios that essentially bridge the journey of the Ring Bearer from when he steps out his door in Bag End and to when he throws the ring, spoiler warning, into the fires of Mount Doom at the end of his life.
That's kind of boring.
So you see him alongside
Sorry.
the ring, you see him journeying his way through Moria, leaving with Sam, and then falling into the clutches of the Rangers of Ithilien.
Wow.
It's a really
Well, we knew that there would be something more for Middle Earth, or we suspected, I should say, not new, but we suspected. Disappointed, but at least it's not like the last preview. Hey, good morning, KD9. At least them showing off the Middle Earth is not the last preview, and we can be super disappointed that that's what they're going to leave us off on. thankfully they're getting that out of the way. I know some people on this channel enjoy it. Oh, look, so I was right. Those were Middle Earth figures. Yay, but man. I mean, I'd say that their sculpts have improved for the Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth stuff, but it's still not super interesting to me. Game-wise, I've said it before, the Middle Earth game, or Lord of the Rings game, is a solid game mechanic. I just cannot get into it. So we're waiting to see what the next preview is. They're actually rolling them out a lot faster than they did last week. In the first, what are we at? Almost first 30 minutes. We've got, let's see, they've updated the page. Yeah, there we go. They've given us, let me get their volume up here so I know when they transition. So we've got 1, 2, 3 with these awesome tree men. I mean, okay, the tree men are not awesome. I'm sorry. But that gosh darn squirrel is absolutely awesome. He is mine. I'm getting him somehow, some way. I suspect a lot of memes in the near future with him. So anyways, that's 1, 2, 3. This is 4 with the Praetors, and then the Lumineth Night Lord, or god dang it. That's like now the 30th time I've said Night Lords. Lumineth Realm Lords box. Very similar to the Sisters of Battle box. So we've gotten, I just lost count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reveals in less than 30 minutes. Last week we got 2 reveals in 30 minutes. So it looks like they're going to be speeding everything up so we are not wasting 2 hours doing the show. So we'll see if that's what the pace is going to be. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know how people think about Lord of the Rings. I'm just not a big fan of the game. Love the books, love the movies, but just not super excited about the game. But I know people are. I'm trying to come around to it because I want to be able to do more coverage of games besides just Warhammer 40,000 and a little bit of Age of Sigmar. So I've got to learn to like these, or at least learn enough about it to cover them in the future. I guess I don't have to like them. I just need to learn about them so I can give you guys proper coverage. I don't know what you guys think about Lord of the Rings or anything about the previews that we're seeing so far. I know it's exceptionally early. I think my suspicion is a lot of people are still thinking, oh, the previews are going to start at 10 a.m. like they did last week, or 9:45, whatever. But it was a surprise. I had to do a double check last night because it's just something felt off. So I'm glad I set my alarm for the correct time. So I'm thinking some people are going to be waking up like, oh my God, when did these previews start? I appreciate anybody that joins in now or later and leaves comments. I mean, it's going to be, I have a feeling, a little sedated at first. Then we're going to get some amazing stuff. I mean, we got some cool stuff already. I don't know how you guys feel about it. But the that realm, the Lumineth Realm Lords, I'm kind of excited about. And I usually don't get excited about Age of Sigmar. But visually, it's appealing to me, which is the most important thing, most important reason why I would get involved into any game, is they have something that is aesthetically pleasing to me, and if the lore behind it is actually kind of cool, that even helps solidify my wanting to get involved. So seeing that, I think I can see myself getting involved in the very, very near future. Once, of course, I find myself a new job in this very difficult market for trying to find work. and they're still going on about Lord of the Rings. So, but they should be transitioning here in just a minute to the next preview, I'm hoping. I'm glad they're not doing those big lulls like they did last week, where it was, hey, here's a preview. We're going to talk about this little tiny preview for 15 minutes, and then, or about 10, 12 minutes, and then take a break, and then come back, rinse and repeat. So I'm happy that we've gotten 5 in the past 30 minutes-ish. So that means we're probably going to get another one here in about 3 minutes. And sorry, I'm doing a little bit of painting while I'm watching, because I've got projects that need to get done. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew, but there's a lot of Games Workshop staff that actually, I think there's maybe like a half dozen to maybe 10 that actually were in the various Lord of the Rings movies, especially The Return of the King. Several of them were members of the Rohan warriors fighting on Pelennor Fields, believe it or not. The Perry brothers, who used to be two of their big sculptors before they went on and started their own company, were on set. Adam Troke, a couple other people I can't think of. I think Jervis Johnson, McVeigh, Mike McVeigh, I think. A couple others that their names escape me right now. But yeah, they used to have, or when those movies came out, the first ones, especially the Return of the King, a bunch of those guys got to be extras, which was really cool. I don't know if it was part of the they just needed more British extras, or it might have been part of the deal with New Line Cinema. I think it was New Line Cinema. Like, hey, we're doing the miniatures for this TV show, so part of the deal is to let our people get involved. Oh.
Duty is done.
Holy shit.
We are back. I'm still Adam Troke, and I'm joined now by Andy Smiley, head of
Oh, wow.
Workshops Media. Andy, what did we just see?
Hey Adam, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm blown away. I loved it.
I noticed in one of your earlier interviews you managed to mention the Dark Angels twice. That was good going.
I get them in wherever I can. We've got different angels on the screen now, right?
Yeah. So it was a couple of minutes from Angels of Death. It's from the mid-season extra long episode where a lot of the action takes place.
Fantastic. We see the Blood Angels in their strike cruiser in the middle of an enormous space battle. What's going on?
So the Blood Angels are part of a blockade to protect a series of Imperial worlds that manufacture weapons so that they can hold out against the Tyranids. And their kind of mission there is to make sure they hold the Tyranids at bay long enough for those worlds to evacuate all the key personnel and supplies. It doesn't quite go to plan.
No. I mean, the battle looks like it's rough, to say the least.
Wow.
Yeah, all mightily outnumbered.
Yeah. And the size of some of the Tyranid monstrosities and the Imperial ships just tanking and absolutely pounding, it really does look just like an incredible scene from the 41st millennium.
Yeah, it was just I'm sure the animators are now relieved that they finished that scene. I think that 5 minutes of space battle took them as long as some of the other entire episodes, but
Wow.
they've done a really cracking job. And I think I think you saw in the trailer when the Terran Hive ship itself fires.
Yeah.
That was a really great thing to work on. There's not a lot of lore around those ships and how they behave. And one of the guys on the team had a great idea around what if it was like a giant zoanthrope.
That is absolutely awesome. How do you guys feel about that? I understand a lot of people are probably still asleep, not realizing that they started these previews an hour early today, which is a shame because they are missing out live coverage or live reveals. They're going to wake up and everybody else is going to be talking about it.
So there's a full-length feature. And so the Storyforge had a bunch of writers in it. There was Nick Kine, Ernest Bowden, George Mann, myself, John French.
Wow.
And then some people who we brought in to make sure it was just 40k enough. When you spend your time writing Black Library books and audio dramas and those sorts of things, you're kind of taking the source material and applying a slant to it. So those people that are really core to
Wow, they brought in a lot of talent.
make sure that it's all right on the money. And there was Pete Foley and yourself, of course.
Yep.
A man who used to write codexes in his previous life.
Yeah. It was nice to be involved.
So it was a very collaborative thing in terms of writing. And then we also had Bowman Woodine and his crew and Richard Boylan, a great animator, working on it from their side of things. And it's been really collaborative, bouncing stuff back and forth between the writers and their teams.
Wow.
So one of the things that really strikes me, you see some glimpses of some amazing characters within the minute or two of that trailer. And I saw you tweet just before we went live that you were going to talk about your favourite character. Who is your favourite character in the series?
That captain.
Right, there are some great characters, and I think that was by virtue of there being a lot of writers. We all sort of took one under our wing, I guess. Really champion. I think yours was Tiro.
Absolutely.
There's the squad member bombastically lugging around his heavy motor with only one solution to any problem.
Everything's a nail.
And mine was the ship mistress Livia Sorkin. She's just utterly inflappable and committed to her duty, and really ruthless in a great way. And she was great fun to have there, and a nice counterpoint to Space Wings.
Yeah, it's interesting because with Livia we see an entirely different sort of martial power and sort of grasp of military sort of undertakings. The Space Marines are like ruthless when they're waging sort of post-human warfare on everything they're up against, whereas Livia is commanding like a world killer in her own right.
Yeah, I mean, she begins this particular battle as just one ship captain of many, but when fate befalls some of the more senior ships, she's thrust into command, which again is a moment for her that she deals with well. I think the really good human heart for the story, and particularly in the later episodes when her ship's bolded and she has to deal with some of that stuff up close and personal. We really get to see what she's made of, and
Awesome.
look at a ship captain in a way maybe we haven't delved into so deeply in other things before.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I think, as you say, we get a different perspective from her to another captain, who is obviously Captain Orfeo, who we got a little bit of a glimpse of in that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's cool is that she instantly reminded me of, I don't know if you guys are listening to the volume and or maybe on your own channel you got me turned down or something. What I like is that she instantly conveyed to me the, let's see,
While we're talking about all of these,
let me type this in here.
I noticed that I wanted to talk about the colour balance just a little bit. This is such an interesting animation style, and it's very different to what we saw last week with Hammer and Bolter. Here it's very much grayscale, but then the Blood Angels really just stand out with their
Lotara Sauron from the World Eaters. Instantly what I thought of when I saw her and I heard her voice. I don't know if you guys are thinking about that, but the World Eaters, captain of their capital ship for the Legion during the Horus Heresy, Lotara Sauron. Instantly, it's who I thought of with that that Blood Angel, with her right there.
Spoiler, but maybe one or two of our heroes don't quite make it through with their sanity intact.
No, such is the price of being a Blood Angel in such times.
But I think Richard and Bowman and the teams there, they've got a really nice eye for pathos, pacing in some of this, and some of the shots. I can't remember if I'm sure or not, like the drop pod landing, some of the other pieces. They're just really nice, emotive. Visuals. Then when you've got that grayscale with it, I just think it gets you right in the heartstrings. Right before the red armor of the Angels lost onto the
Wow.
The guys, they've just done a great job, I think.
They really have. There's a poetry to some of the things they put together, which really resonates very well. I'm going to segue, I think, if that's all right, onto you mentioned other animation styles, and I believe that Ben may have something racked up for us to enjoy. A sneak peek from another project.
What?
Yeah, so again, very different from either Angels of Death or Hammer and Bolter. This one kind of hyper realistic. Sister of Battle here.
It's just amazing.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The way the gore is like settling on her forehead, the scar that cuts through her lip, the matted blood. It's unbelievably detailed.
He looks awfully badass, doesn't she? It's like if you ever needed any doubt in your mind that you didn't want to mess with the Sister of Battle, I think she's that.
Jesus.
I think.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the. I'm just trying to keep up with the refreshes here.
Story reasons. The different levels of animation obviously take different lengths of time to produce.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
Make sure that we had a range of projects where we could get some stuff out and try some different things. This project.
Look at that Space Marine.
Very long time to do each piece. So
Good morning, Grandpa.
Might be a way off yet.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, what we're seeing on the screen now is the head of a Space Marine. Right?
Agreed.
Sure is.
Yeah. He's got the service studs and other sort of augmetic stuff going on, and he just looks hard as nails. He is absolutely the last man you want to start a fight with.
I think that's a good thing because he's in for the fight of his life. This fellow.
Really.
Wow.
Is that a little clue as to what we're seeing? I guess there's no surprise you'll see Space Marines locked in battle, but
Yeah.
fantastic. So there's probably not much more we can reveal about those characters. We just got to watch this space, right?
No, they're definitely in the same thing together.
Oh, there you go. So we're gonna see.
Oh. Space Marines and Sisters of Battle together in another animated movie. Oh. So.
He says we're all right. So I can fire in one more question. So we've seen some trailers and stuff for Hammer and Bolter last week, which was in that very sort of anime inspired style. This week, the sort of really stylistic sort of blacks and reds of Angels of Death, and then a tiny preview of another project. like to explore the most in terms of animation styles going forward as like driving the storyboard project?
I mean, I think it's evident from those three styles. I just can't choose. We've actually got a fourth and fifth style, and
Really?
for some different shows, and hopefully we can at least reveal some concept art for that over in the following previews that I know we've got coming up in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. Yeah, it's not long till the next one. One of the things I think is really nice about what your team is doing is Warhammer 40,000.
The other movies were, well, last week the Hammer and Bolter, Grandpa. We already saw that one. And then if you scroll down, since you just joined us, they did another massive preview. I'm going to recycle my page. They just did a massive preview trailer for Angels of Death. And just, I mean, it's not as good as the Astartes show, but I had to look at them totally different. This is actually really awesome and visually speaking. And I mean, I'm sorry, but I just got like for this captain right here, I immediately thought of that captain from the Horus Heresy, Lotara, whatever. She flies the flagship for the World Eaters in a Horus Heresy, and she, yelling "Fire the Ursa's claws" and everything like that. I'm telling you, hearing whoever this voice actress is, and when she was like when she starts talking in this, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I got a little, I might have squirted a little. I got a little excited when wow, she's awesome. Anyway, so they had that preview. This preview right here of whatever this is going to be. So we got those three. What I was hoping we would have saw instead was the and I understand that we can't get everything right now. That we would have seen, or they would have talked about the Eisenhorn TV show. And they said we're going to still see more stuff a little later. So, I mean, we're just starting. So, who knows? Who knows? We might see some more. They just need to hire the strongman Matsu to play a Space Marine since they're using his likeness anyways. Yeah. I can agree with that. Oh man, I have to say that the animation is solid. Their use of the grayscale is actually really smart because they can save on a lot of detail on animation and everything, and really focus on a lot of other aspects of the animation. So I can't complain. I do like that black and white look, and then the splash of color reminds me of was it Frank Miller's Sin City? The comic book, graphic novels, and the two different movies. I never saw the second movie, but the first movie, of course, for it was just visually very striking. So sometime in 2020, we're going to get the rest of that. It looks like they're just going to keep repeating the... Oh, no. That was the other one. I figured we were going to get the Giants for Age of Sigmar, the Sons of Behemoth.
Little boys who shout and cry get stomped on by the war stomper. And those who try to hide from the Gargants get splashed by the gate breaker. Be good, little one. Not that it will help.
Oh, they get a full battle tome?
Welcome back to the Warhammer Review Online 2, everybody, and welcome back to Eddie Eccles. Eddie, I thought they were just a myth.
Well, apparently not, Wade. It looks like the Sons of Behemoth were...
Sorry, I've got to recycle the page because the way they reveal this stuff.
...too distant future. So this is very, very exciting news for Warhammer Age of Sigmar fans, especially fans of destruction, and especially fans of people who like to do loads and loads of destruction and smash up all sorts of stuff with big giant clumps.
So
So for anyone who's not already excited for this and knows exactly what's coming, who or what is Bayamat, and who or what are its sons?
Great. So let's start with who Bayamat is. So what Bayamat is. So Bayamat is one of the god beasts of the mortal realms. So this kind of concept of Bayamat was initially brought to our attention in the Realm Gate Wars. He's one of the kind of mythic beasts which have these kind of vast powers over the realms. They're kind of intrinsically tied to the kind of nature and essence of the realms themselves. And Bayamat was this kind of huge stone giant creature that kind of was asleep in one of the realms, and the forces of order and chaos basically fought over dominion over him. The chaos were trying to corrupt him to kind of make him fall to chaos. The forces of order were trying to stop that. Skaven were trying to mine his bones and all sorts of weird stuff that was going on. So the size of these creatures is genuinely gigantic. They are colossal, kind of continent-sized monstrosities. The sons of Bayamat refers to the giants of the mortal realms, the Aelgos, the Gargants, and their ilk. So they claim lineage from Bayamat initially. So obviously they're a fair bit smaller than him. They're not kind of the size of continents, but they are kind of enormous by the standards of most things in the mortal realms. And the sons of Bayamat have previously been kind of playable faction within Warhammer Age of Sigmar at the time of the Realm Gate Wars. There was a battalion that you could take, which was quite popular at the time, because basically you got to have 5 giants, and who doesn't love 5 giants? Some around the place. But up until now, they were basically a footnote, a very large but a footnote in the timeline of the Mortal Realms, and it looks like they're going to become a much larger feature of the Mortal Realms very soon.
And you mentioned Aelgos the Gargants, which is how we understand the plastic Gargant kit, what happened to Warhammer Giant when that groundbreaking thing came out. We saw mention of a couple of other types of Gargants, I think, in that video.
Yeah, so we know that the Gargants kind of exist in a variety of different shapes across the Mortal Realms. We know that there are Chaos Gargants. We know that there are a kind of Gargants in thrall to various different powers of destruction. That there are Aelgos the Gargants already. We're kind of fairly familiar with those. But some of the names that were kind of dropped in that trailer we just saw are new ones. So that perhaps kind of presaging something more added to the Gargant range, perhaps, or some more options and things. There's definitely a lot in that trailer that doesn't look like the Gargants we've seen previously. So perhaps some cool stuff to look forward to in the future.
Indeed, more reveals, I'm sure, on the way. I always love seeing more stuff from the Destruction faction, because they really are like forces of destruction. They're like the natural disaster.
Interesting. Kind of disappointed they're not showing us more.
Or Gargants just wandering around stamping on your farm. Might happen.
Yeah, I think one of the fun things
Has a very
great time.
Attack on Titan feel to it.
Chaos and Order are kind of stuck in this eternal battle for dominion over the realms. They're kind of taking it very seriously, and Archeon is like trying to kind of establish his
It's an interesting way. I mean, I realize that they were out probably before Attack on Titan, but
they haven't got like a game plan.
that's an interesting way to tie it in and maybe even get people to jump over.
Like, everybody else is pretty dystopian time for pretty much everybody else apart from the forces of destruction, who are having just the time of their lives right now.
Living their best life. Great stuff. So I saw people hoping there'd be more Age of Sigmar reveals after the Luminati Realm Lord's army set, and indeed, there you go, Destruction Battletown, Sons of Bayamat. I believe we're already run out of time again.
Oh, no,
move on
okay.
to the next preview. We have another thing.
Here we go. All right. Oh. Iconic Outcast return. No. Oh, Ethereal Stern. Oh, you might want to turn down your volume. I'm about to scream. Ah! I was right. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, called it. Effing called it.
So, Demonifuse, Library fans
Son of a
be aware of,
bitch. Sorry, I got to recycle to see if they update down here. Oh, no, they still haven't updated. I'm going to recycle a couple times. Holy crap balls. Oh, my God. That is so awesome. One more recycle, and then if it doesn't load, what's right? We'll just listen to what they're yapping about. Yeah, they're not going to...
range has been expanded.
Oh.
And quest, a journey across the 41st millennium.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, it looks like they lost maybe their link. Uh-oh. All right, so Pariah, Psychic Awakening. Who now in the galaxy can stand against the Rising of the Torb? Who can rise to chaos? We have Stern, the Heretic Saint. Oh my God, yes. And then the Pariah. I can never pronounce his name. Do they put it here? Kaiganol, the Harlequin. Oh my God. Oh, they really captured it. Oh, I am super, super happy. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, I'm super excited. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to communicate with other people. Oh, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but those two models are absolutely freaking brilliant. Holy sh... let's see. I haven't cussed too much yet, so I can say holy shit balls. Oh, oh my God. Let's see if they're back to talking yet, because it looks like they lost their link. Yeah. Oh, they are talking.
So there is a return of the Montefiore graphic novel. It's a very fun book. I think there's loads of action in there. You see the kind of quest of this character across the galaxy.
Splooge, man.
You see kind of some insights into elements of the Warhammer 40,000 universe in a lot of instances before they were really fleshed out in detail in kind of future codexes and things. So in some ways it's kind of quite of its time, but there's lots of like really good stuff in there still. The new version of it is going to be re-released in kind of full color, so it's still the original graphic novel, but we've kind of gone back through and the elements have been updated, so you can kind of appreciate it in kind of full glory sort of thing.
Oh.
Seeing that 20th anniversary edition on the cover kind of brings it home, doesn't it?
Makes me feel quite old, Wade. I'm not gonna lie. Lovely to see a miniature come back.
I gotta dig up my. I've got this comic. I've got to dig it up.
The miniature, both of those miniatures are really cool. I think it's obviously we've seen a lot of very cool Plastic Sisters of Battle recently, and it's great to have like another character as part of that as well. It's really nice to see a Harlequin character as well too. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people paint that up in kind of their own Harlequin color schemes, and also kind of again prime opportunity to convert that to something else.
I talked about this last year. I want to say like last October, November time frame that Stern was going to come back out. Or not come back out. Well, this is actually her second miniature, believe it or not. Back in the day, Black Library used to have some limited edition runs on some models. They had Cyphus Kane, Ragnar versus Madrox or whatever, Modrox or whatever his name is, the Thousand Sun that he fought in a couple novels. They even had earlier Eisenhorns, and Stern was an earlier model. I mean, horribly done. But this is her second model, and I'm really excited about this. Wow. God bless you, Games Workshop. You have restored my faith.
Yes, so both of these models kind of form a pair. They're kind of joined units, and they both appear in an upcoming Psychic Awakening book, which is called Psychic Awakening Pariah. So this is the against chaos or use it to their own.
There we go. There's Necrons.
It's just a small word for Psychic Awakening, but it's got quite a lot of kind of meaning within the 41st millennium. It's the opposite of chaos, but not necessarily in a good way.
And it's pretty much the opposite.
Oh.
In some senses as well. And in a time of psychic awakening, with psychics becoming more powerful, psychic abilities going unchecked and out of control, the ability to be able to shut down psychics and psychic abilities with cries and nulls, you'd imagine would be quite advantageous.
Yeah, I imagine it's a quite in-demand ability in the Warhammer 40,000 universe right now. So,
I wonder if we're going to see Sisters of Silence and more Talons of the Emperor in that book.
or to be eaten by a demon, I think most people would probably choose proximity to a pariah.
And we were talking about the Lord the Spider last week when we saw the Fabius Bio reveal and knowing that he and his agents and some of the other factions will be detailed in that Awakening book. The Pariah is the 9th Psychic Awakening book, and their mission was to make sure that all the Psychic Awakening books covered all the factions, and there's going to be some rules for the Death Watch and the Harlequins as part of that Psychic Awakening treatment coming up as well.
Yeah,
There we go.
We know that obviously a lot of armies in Warhammer 40,000 have now got their rules through various Psychic Awakening updates, and kind of the intent at the start was to make sure that all of the armies would be covered at some point during the kind of the series of Psychic Awakening during that period. So the news for Death Watch and for Harlequin players today is that we can announce that their rules will be covered in upcoming issues of White Dwarf. So the Death Watch ones you might have to wait very long for at all. And like the rest of the Psychic Awakening, you can look forward to things like new stratagems, kind of new rules, new kind of tweaks to your army to kind of bring them in line with the rest of the armies that have kind of been had extra rules across the Psychic Awakening.
So that
It's 3 o'clock. That's just disappeared. We've done, I think, pretty much everything that we set out to cover over the course of Warhammer Preview 2 Online.
What?
Is there anything that we've missed?
I thought it was some very cool stuff. Obviously,
No.
new models today. We've seen hints of new
That's
projects.
it?
We've seen some new books that are coming up. So it's a pretty exciting set of stuff, I think.
Indeed, absolutely. So last week we announced that Primaris Lieutenant or Lieutenant, depending on where you are in the world, I don't judge, that model Amulius was going to be made available for a 2-week period. So if that was 1 week ago, using maths, I understand there's a week.
That can't be all the freaking previews.
Lieutenant or Lieutenant Amulius from the Games Workshop website if they haven't already.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So I think just under 6 days left to order that guy if you want to add him to your Space Marine army. Obviously,
I'm about to be very upset.
Miniature. Originally, obviously planned for release at the Adepticon event in Chicago in the USA. That event was sadly cancelled, so we wanted to give everyone a chance to kind of have one last chance to pick him up if they didn't manage to make it to an event this year, or if they were planning to go to an event that was sadly cancelled. So you've got 1 week left to grab that guy while you can.
We had Hangout and Hobby last night, was a Primaris Lieutenant Amulius special, where Nick Bacon and Chris Beach got to rub it in my face that they were painting him because they had him already and I didn't have none. But my order is in, so that if we ever do that particular show in the future.
You gonna paint him red and brass by any chance, Wade?
Maybe more fleshed there is like.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it official looking.
Face of disappointment right now.
So we also need to make sure people know that we've got this Black Library Book Club starting up next week. There's a new audio book released on Monday on the Black Library site. Yes, an Black Library audio app. For 99p or the local equivalent in your country, you can get a audio book to listen to. And then on the Friday that follows that, so next Friday at 3 o'clock, we're going to be talking about it. And next week's offer is Crusade and Other Stories. So an anthology of 40k short stories. So if you're looking for something to do over the week, once you've discussed everything that you've just seen in this latest Warhammer Preview 2 Online in all of your favourite social media platforms, definitely make sure you go check that out. Will you be checking that out, Ed? Will you maybe join us in the book club?
I might do. I'll certainly try and listen to the audiobook. I'll see if I can join you for the hangout possibly. So we do have one more promotion to tell you guys about, which is a fairly big one. So obviously right now it's quite tricky to get into your local gaming club, or the local gaming store, or to pick up anything from Games Workshop's websites because we've closed some of our sites. But we know obviously that a lot of you are kind of thinking about what your next project's going to be. And maybe just wanting to kind of to support Warhammer as well and make sure that you're kind of looking forward to what you want to do.
Very upset.
Turn all the stores back on and kind of you can get your Warhammer hobby back on properly. So we're going to run a promotion over the next month. So if you pick up a virtual gift voucher from the Games Workshop website or the Forge World website over the next month for £50,
I don't know how you guys feel about this.
An extra £5 £5 voucher on top of that. So if you can kind of save up for your next project,
Really?
and kind of look forward to
Spend
whatever
50 and
next,
get 5? Come on.
endeavour is going to be. And it's basically just means that even though you might be able to pick anything up right now, you can still be thinking about what you want to look forward to once you kind of cleared that backlog of maybe
This is
you've been managing.
this is a little disappointing.
And kind of look ahead to a time when you can.
This should have been a huge preview.
Available right now.
Absolutely. So right now on gamesworkshop.com and forgeroll.co.uk, you can head over there. If you pick up as many vouchers as you want, and for every £50 or local equivalent, we'll give you an extra 5. So that when our websites come back on again and the kind of range is available, you can use those to check out whatever you'd like from the web stores.
And when is the next Warhammer preview going to be? We've had an awful lot of fun the last couple of weeks. Do you reckon we can do this again?
So absolutely. So the initial Warhammer preview obviously was in replacement for some of the stuff that we wanted to show people from Adepticon, and I think one of the things we'd like to say today is that we've only really shown you half of the stuff that we had kind of in the pipe to show you for that show. There is loads more stuff that we have that we'd like to share with you guys at upcoming previews. So if you've enjoyed the stuff we've shown you so far, we're only halfway through. We've got loads more to show you.
You sons of...
The next Warhammer preview, we are going to skip a week, and the next one is going to be on the 18th of April. So same time, 2 o'clock on Twitch and on the Warhammer Community website. And we've got loads more cool stuff to show you. So if you've enjoyed the last two, if you're looking forward to seeing more stuff that you can look forward to,
That's disappointing.
then do please come back and join us on the 18th of April. We'd love to have you.
Lovely stuff. Shall we just go over what we've seen today?
Oh, why not? Why not?
Because we're about to rerun it. So if you have just turned up and you've missed it, you haven't missed it. It's about to all happen again. But yeah, what was the most? Started off with the Lumineth Realm Lord's army set. That was quite a big deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, very cool. So this is the place to start your Lumineth Realm Lord's army. That's
I'm sorry.
loads of good stuff in that. All the dice, all the kind of the rules, and obviously
I'm very angry.
glorious models, including
They said there's going to be 2 previews this last week and this week, and now what are they doing? They're going to draw it out. What the?
Everything you should possibly need for your working and then Adam Troke joined us.
I'm almost out of my blood pressure medicine. I'm down to 3 days worth of medication for my blood pressure. Oh, God. These sons of... I gotta watch how much I can say, because when I upload this onto YouTube, if I have too many curse words, then the visibility of the thing goes down, and I just... This feels like kind of like a betrayal. I feel like I've been betrayed by Games Workshop. I understand that they've got, pretty much the entire month of April has been tanked, but they should have already, if they would have announced this 2 weeks ago, or even last Saturday, saying, hey guys, we're going to break up, instead of just the 2 Saturdays that we told you guys for the past few weeks that we're going to be doing, instead of these 2 Saturdays, we're going to stretch this out over the course of April, I would have been okay with that. But the fact that they bamboozled us, since they bamboozled us with this pisses me off. This is a slap in the face to the fans, to the customers. Cool, we got more previews coming, but Jesus Christ, man. When you set a schedule and you say, hey, everybody, the 28th and the 4th, we're going to be showing you what we would have shown at Adepticon. And then they go, hey, you know what? We're only going to give you an hour today. We're going to skip a week. We're going to give you another hour. And I imagine they're going to give us another skip, because they are sitting at, they just said, only half of the stuff they wanted to show us from Adepticon. So that's disappointing. I am super disappointed. I'm happy with some of these reveals, like Pariah. I'm glad I'm glad we got that, because there's a lot of people that was reporting that Death March was going to be a Psychic Awakening book that was Death Watch, Death Guard and Necrons or something, or maybe Harlequins. And I said, no, that is not happening. That's not the name of the book. That is not the people that are going to be fighting together. I said that it's going to be Towns of the Emperor versus Death Guard, which we were right. And I said it's going to be Harlequins, one or two things, Harlequins and Death Watch, or Harlequins, Death Watch, Necrons, and Sisters of Battle. So it looks like, in a way, it is going to be Harlequins, Death Watch, well, they just confirmed that, and that Sister of Battle in there. So cool. And then I said maybe a revenge for Sanctuary 101. It was going to be Necrons versus Sisters of Battle. So it sounds like Book 10 is going to be probably Sisters of Battle versus Necrons. So cool. I'm so super stoked that A, my predictions were right, and B, I was able to debunk some of that crap that was out there. But I'm pissed off that here we are. Here we are having to wait another week. No, I'm sorry, another 2 weeks for the rest of the previews, or at least maybe even another 3 or 4 weeks. Man. Well, I'm sorry, guys and gals. I know I don't have any control over the preview. I am sorry for the letdown. That's embarrassing that that I told you guys, hey, we're going to cover the full the second preview, and we're going to wrap all this up. And what did they do? They pulled a fast one. They pulled a fast one on us. And now we have to wait till April 18th to get the next preview. I know it's not my fault, but I feel bad that here I was trying to cover the show, and it was very sedated. Man, I'm upset. I mean, I'm upset enough that I cannot be as excited as I need to be for and I can never pronounce her name, Ethereal Stern, the heretic saint, and of course the pariah, her Harlequin partner. I'm going to recommend that you guys grab that graphic novel. It's really badass. It really is. I am super excited about this. Having a Sister of Battle that is a psyker is really cool. I like stuff like that. And the fact that I have followed this character since she came out from her original miniature and graphic novel to now. And I mean, I think last year I was speculating, and then it became wish listing. Well, speculating, wish listing, and then some pieces came together, and I was like, they're doing it. They're doing her miniature. She's coming out. Watch. And it didn't come out when I was hoping it would. I was hoping she was going to be in the Sisters of Battle Codex, but everything's about timing. So, and I can understand why she wouldn't be, because she needs to be. You can't have a Harlequin running around with the Sisters of Battle army book. So I understand. So I'm okay with this. But I'm really disappointed in this preview, or this reveal, and them stretching this out. I apologize, everyone. So I guess we're gonna be doing another show on the 18th. I hope. Very disappointed in Games Workshop. This was a bit of a the preview was not necessarily a letdown. Them stretching the preview out was a letdown. I was hoping that we could have basked in the glory of everything we should have seen. But yay, more shows. Yeah, exactly, Grandpa. Yay, more shows. Yay, son of a monkey's tit. So I will highly recommend you get the Damon Fuge. It is a really awesome story. The Inquisitor hand in there is really awesome. I mean, there's some really badass stuff in that. You will enjoy it. Unless you're not a 40K player. So, interesting that they're showing Death Mask there. That's the Death Mask box set from about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Harlequins versus Death Watch. Let's see. Sental says, the only part I was happy with was Sons of Behemoth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I am excited about that as well. I've said it many times here, I'm not a big fan of fantasy games right now or fantasy stuff. But this tickled my fancy. Just like the Lumineth Realm Lords, not the Lumineth Night Lords. Lumineth. Now I'm just totally butchering the name. Lumineth Realm Lords. Both these two have tickled my fancy. Tickled me in a way that I'm pretty excited. Especially if we're going to see new giant models for Age of Sigmar, which it sounds like we might see maybe 2 or 3 more kits. Especially the fact that they're getting a battle tome. So they've got to have multiple kits. And it can't just be all giants, can it? Are they going to have some creatures in it? Or maybe mini giants? I don't know. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the way that they're making these sound lore-wise, I don't know how you feel about this or if you've even read this, Sental. And I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. If you're familiar with Attack on Titan, the manga and the anime, and actually the live action, but try not to watch the live action. I got a brief feeling just in the naming. I kind of got a feel that they're pulling a little bit from that. I could be wrong, and they could be pulling from, like English lore, like Mog or Magog and Gog and those type of things from, from their own like Celtic and English history and everything or mythology. Oh, but I also got the real solid feeling that was kind of Attack on Titan feel to it, or maybe a blending of what we have for Age of Sigmar, real world mythology, and then maybe some aesthetics or something in relation to Attack on Titan feel to it, slapping it together, and coming up with this and kind of expanding upon it. They were not the same as the Ale Guzzlers. This is a mix of Ale Guzzlers and Attack on Titan. Yeah, I think that's basically what I was trying to get to. It's a mashup of multiple concepts, and it sounds like it's going to end up being really cool. I am excited about this. I'm going to reserve or hold off on buying into a Age of Sigmar army until I see this. I like small model count, and if it's a big creature army with a bunch of giants or titans or whatever running around, I am very likely going to invest in this army, especially since they're getting their own battle tome and probably a bunch of new models and new ways to play. Is it going to be super competitive? Probably not, but you never know with them. There's that power creep. But the fact that I'm going to be able to do some awesome modeling and have these big, scary, giant types and models running around the board might be really awesome. So I am taking this under consideration that I'm going to wait, and I have a feeling, depending on, I don't care too much how they play, it's going to come down to the models. Right now, Lumineth Realm Lords has got my fixation. Because they got the Herald or whatever of Eltharion, and he was one of my favorite characters with the High Elves. So right now, that's got my attention, plus the aesthetic, except for those bull-headed guys with the hammers, not the big monsters, but they're troopers with the bull heads on their helmets, and the fact that frickin' Teclis is a model you can take, and I hate Teclis with a passion. He's touched me in the bad spot, in my no-no spot too many times when I did play fantasy back in previous editions. Man. So yeah, I mean, I was really happy with the Angels of Death preview, especially this Battle Barge Captain for the Blood Angel ship. She has got my interest peaked. I might, like I said earlier, I might have squirted a little bit, or I might have gotten a little aroused. She is instant commanding presence. Reminded me of the Captain Lotara. I can never remember how to really pronounce her name, but from the Horus Heresy, she ended up being the captain of the capital ship, or the flagship for the World Eaters. The Fire of the Ursa's Claws. I loved her character so much, and then this character instantly conveyed that to me. So I'm excited about this. And then the rest of it looked really, really awesome. This right here, my interest is peaked because this was a stealth project right here. We knew that there was the animated anthology. We knew that there was the Angels of Blood, and we know that there was the Eisenhorn TV show. And them showing us something, another type of movie, and they said there was 5. So that's 4 confirmed now. What the other one is, I don't know. But this has instantly got my interest peaked because a lot of work went into this. Yeah, I agree, Grandpa. Thanks for cussing for me, or swearing, because I can't do it too much. This is absolutely bonkers awesome. Well done. I love the texture. Very European or UK type of graphics. I don't know how to else describe it. I mean, I can look at 3D animation from, say, Japan, the US, and the UK, and you can kind of see a certain texture, if you will. This is really awesome, man. I'm happy about that. Sorry, I got to glaze over Middle Earth strategy battle game. This is just like a money grab to me. This is them pretty much grabbing all the scenarios that surround the Ring Bearer that have been They essentially have collected from all the White Dwarfs, all the box sets, everything that was out there, and put it into a book for you to buy. It's not really advancing the game. It's just going, hey guys, we're just keeping the IP, our IP alive. And then more of these guys, great, their sculpts have improved, but sorry, who cares? I'm sorry. Blood Bowl. Here it is. All right, so the Tree Man looks very cartoony. Not super happy about the cartoony look, but this right here, this effing squirrel, I have to do everything I can to get this squirrel. There's going to be memes for this. There are going to be people scrambling to get this. You're going to be seeing this in people's dioramas. This squirrel is going to become the like a trademark symbol for fantasy and Games Workshop stuff in general. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Just wait and watch. This is going to be... I mean, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling, knowing how gamers are and how, our meme culture, somebody's going to take this and they're going to run with it, and it's going to explode. I'm going to get this just because I need that miniature. This little guy right here. I'm probably going to spend the $40 to get this box set just so I can get this god dang squirrel. This squirrel will be mine. I'm going to be like, hey, who wants the Tree Man? I just wanted the god dang squirrel. Oh, I'm going to waste so much money on getting that. I might have to, for my own, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, and I'm not saying it, for my own purposes, is I might have to make a mold of this squirrel. So if I could reproduce it for my own use, not for purchase or sale or anything like that. Kind of like how they do the Games Workshop showed you how to do make a green stuff mold for purity seals. I'm gonna have to make a mold for this squirrel for my own use, not for resale. I'm definitely not gonna try to resell it because that would be illegal. All right, we're almost wrapped up here. These. Man, Chaos Space Marine players, Horus Heresy players are going to grab them, but Chaos Space Marine players are probably going to grab these two models. Especially, I mean, they're going to come in a set together, these two Praetors for the Word Bearers. This, as a sorcerer, people are going to snag up for sure. Both of them can actually be a sorcerer, but this one for sure. I love this underslung Combi Melta. That's badass. This is what I expect from Forge World. Paint quality and sculpt quality. Their Blood Angel stuff and their some of their Dark Angel stuff has been garbage, but they've really improved. This is like, hey, stop letting the interns do stuff. We need to start making money. So you guys need to stop goofing off and putting off the work on the interns. You guys need to start, earning your paycheck. And so it looks to me like they are earning their paycheck. I hate the word bearers with a passion, but these are solid models. That's a solid paint job. I'm happy about that. Thank you, Forge World, and welcome back. And then this box, I'm hoping it is not going to be $210 because it has way less stuff than the Sisters of Battle box. But this is really awesome. This is actually a solid box. You get 10 infantry, 5. What are those? God, why can't I use my words today? 5 cavalry. That's the leader of the infantry guys, and then this badass model. This right here is the reason why I would consider playing Lumineth Realm Lords, just because this is a gorgeous model. Well, I mean, how they put all this together, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this model fits together. I'm nervous because I feel like there's not a lot of connection points and it could be very easily broken. I'm hoping that there's some, these are big solid pieces, and right where these connection points are, it's a good connection point. Like this, it looks like it might be the cloak attaching to the pauldron and the vambrace, and maybe that over there too. And maybe, this leg looks like it's just attached to this hip plate, but this one might be attached to the cloth here and cloth there. So I'm a little nervous about the construction of this and easily getting broken, but it is badass. And then that special ability that they've got, the lightning reflexes, be able to have 2 eligible units fight instead of 1 in the combat phase. That is badass. I don't even play Age of Sigmar, and I know instantly that that's badass. Grandpa, this is for Age of Sigmar. This is the Lumineth Realm Lords. This is for their box set that's coming out, kind of like the Sisters of Battle box set. So I'm hoping that this box set, it doesn't end up being the same price, because it is less stuff than the Sisters of Battle. But you are getting, I'm going to turn down the volume here so we can see if we can get to what's in the box. See if they'll put a picture up. Come on, there we go. So you're getting the Battle Tome tokens, cardboard tokens. Looks like a cardboard measuring stick. They're War Scroll cards, but in data card size, dice, and then the 16 miniatures. I mean, they look cool, but I'm nervous about the construction there. And some of the other models that we saw last week, I'm not too happy about. But I'll tell you what, though, if like what Centaur was saying, if the Sons of Behemoth ends up being really badass, I'm in. I'm in like Flynn. I like the idea of big stompy monsters. I don't care about its lack of competitiveness. I'm going to convert and paint and just really add all sorts of lovely flavor to it. I'm excited about I'm really getting kind of excited about the possibilities that I can do with it. And I haven't even seen the models. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited about this. All right. Well, sorry about the disappointment. I know I had no control over them bamboozling us with breaking this out over at least one more preview. I'm very upset about that. I don't even know why I'm apologizing, but I'm upset, and I was really hoping that today was going to be it, but they let us down. But they also made us feel good. Hey, that's pretty interesting. Look at okay, we know she's the Oh, never mind. Okay, so she's jumping down. She's coming down. You can tell by the direction of her cloak and everything. I was trying to figure out what this was on her chest. It's just her purity seals and little icons like her rosary. I thought it was like upside down rosary, like because she's a heretic saint. But that's because the direction she's going. So that's cool that they put that. They sculpted that in there so you get that dynamic feel like that. Has a nice flow to it. So really cool. Okay, anyways, that's it, guys and gals. If I find out any more stuff when I do a Monday show, or I'll be doing a show probably tomorrow, actually. Sorry. I was intending to do a show today, but we've got RPG planning for an RPG that we're actually building, and hopefully by the end of the year, be able to go into a Kickstarter. We've got a couple meetings today concerning some mechanic updates and whatnot. So I'll probably be doing a show tomorrow just to update some stuff, and I've already sent a message to one of my 2 contacts saying, hey man, hook us up with something, please, 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 please. So we'll see. All right, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, or whatever. Just please be careful. Don't spread the disease or the virus, whatever. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, get your projects worked on, and I will talk to you tomorrow.